You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I got to tell you guys, when there is no racism, manufactured racism actually gets pushed out there. And it actually gets pushed out there by the media. Guys, NFL draft just happened. The top QBs in the NFL draft were actually black. The highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL are black. Now that the woke sports media cannot actually run out there and say the NFL is racist, they don't want black quarterbacks, now they're actually going after the fans. Because we got a couple of race hustlers here that we're going to be talking about. This is actually pretty pathetic, guys. Both of these guys work at ESPN, if I'm not mistaken, or at least they did. Bomani Jones, you know him, and Domonique Foxworth. Yeah, they are now coming after you, the fans, because they need to race bait. They are nothing if they're not race baiting. They would not have a job if they were not race baiting. Look at this on Outkick, guys. Bomani Jones and Domonique Foxworth. NFL thinks fans hate black people. Could change rules to favor white QBs. Yeah. See, they're manufacturing racism now, and they are going after you, the fans. Now, me personally, I can actually care less about the color of my QB. Now, you guys know I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Dak Prescott. Actually, he's biracial because his mother was white, but still, they want to consider him black, so be it for this conversation here, okay? If Jerry Jones actually found a QB in the draft that was better than Dak Prescott, guess what? Dak Prescott, you got to ride the bench, man. I'm sorry. I mean, Joe Blow over here is just a better QB. So be it. I don't care about the race of a quarterback at all. Actually, guys, I don't care about the race of any player. It could be a white running back. If he is the best man for the job, he's the best man for the job. If the Cowboys roster was the starters, all 22 on both sides, the best players just so happen to be white, so be it. If they also happen to be black, so be it. Don't care. But let's read some of this, guys. It says here, now that 6 of the 7 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, I'm going to repeat that again. 6 out of the top 7 highest paid QBs in the NFL are black. And 3 of the first 4 picks in the 2023 NFL draft were also black QBs. Bomani Jones and Domonique Foxworth have changed their stance on the league being racist. They've now turned their attention to the racist fans who watch the NFL. So they believe that you, the fans, don't want to see black quarterbacks. Now, quarterbacks are the most popular people in the NFL, but think of this. When it comes to the NBA, the most popular players of all time, guess what? They were all black. When Michael Jordan was playing in the NBA, were fans saying, I don't want to watch the Bulls because Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, they're all black? Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, we don't want to watch them because they're black. Tim Duncan, it's ridiculous. They are manufacturing racism here. Let's move on here. The 2 race-obsessed sports commentators who constantly get rewarded for failing shared their thoughts about the NFL draft on the most recent episode of The Right Time with Bomani Jones. I'm pretty sure nobody's actually watching this thing because Bomani Jones fails wherever he goes. Jones and Foxworth nearly made it a full half hour, I should say, before turning their focus to race and claiming that the NFL, come on, Outkick with the missing words here. Rhodes already got on you about that earlier. But anyway, claiming that the NFL believes its fans hate black people. Foxworth got the race conversation underway by making a ludicrous prediction that the NFL is going to make rule changes because there are so many black QBs in the league. Oh my goodness. Check this out. Quote, something just hit me. There's going to be some rule changes in the NFL. They're going to do something, Foxworth said. Who's the best quarterback in football? Patrick Mahomes? Who's the two highest paid players in the NFL? Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts? Who are the first three quarterbacks drafted in the draft? Black dudes. Quote, yep, something's going down. Jones agreed before Foxworth said, quote, we've got a rule change coming down the pike. Really? Jones then went on to claim that the only reason the NFL started making, quote, punitive roughing the passer penalties was because of the number of black quarterbacks entering the league during the Michael Vick and Dante Culpepper era. Quote, they had to slow down those defensive backs. Guys, it's turning into a problem when ain't nobody can talk themselves into drafting Will Lewis, Jones said. Something has fundamentally changed. Then the switch flipped, courtesy of Foxworth. The league isn't racist, just the simple-minded fans who consume the product are. Check this out. Quote, you might be listening to this and thinking Domonique is arguing that the NFL is just flat out, I hate black people racist. No, it's a different type of racism. Here we go. It's because they think you are, I hate black people racist, Foxworth said. You the fans. Quote, they know that the stars of this entertainment property are the quarterbacks. That is who the people that are 3 degrees removed. They don't know nobody but 4 or 5 quarterback names, Foxworth continued. And you know what they believe? The same way the NBA is probably concerned about all these international players. They know the stars that sell consistently are tall white dudes. Quote, the secret sauce of viewership is white, Jones said. My goodness. My goodness, guy. I'm not surprised that these two clowns went there. They went there and started attacking you, the people that actually watch the NFL. The secret is white. So the white fans don't actually like the black QBs. Yeah, that's ridiculous. They're manufacturing this whole thing. And guess what, guys? There's been quite a few black quarterbacks in the NFL. They've been getting drafted. And guess what? They've actually been playing pretty well. I've never heard one single NFL fan that's white that's complained about the quarterback being black. I mean, I've come down hard on Dak Prescott. It's not because he's black. It's mainly because of those two playoff games against the 49ers where he just stunk it up. That last play against the 49ers in the playoff game a few years ago, yeah, that was unacceptable. And then he was just straight up trash against the 49ers this past playoffs right here. Fans are not coming down on quarterbacks because they are black. All these guys getting all this money. The quarterbacks are black. How many white people have you actually heard about? I'm talking about fans of the NFL that's actually said, oh, I don't like that black guy getting all that money. You haven't seen it. You have not seen it. This is ridiculous, but this is Bomani Jones and Domonique Foxworth attacking you now. They are absolutely pathetic, guys. Absolutely pathetic. Race hustlers like them, man. See, this is where you know racism is truly, truly dead. All these QBs getting drafted. All these teams, highest paid QBs. Most all of them are black. But you know what's going to happen, guys? When the next QB's up, I don't know who's the next QB up to get a contract. I really don't. But what if just wait and see when Josh Allen or the Bengals QB, I'm just having a mind blank right now on his name for some reason. I already said he's going to win the MVP, but my mind is just going blank right now. one of those two guys becomes the highest paid QB. Because I believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. Joe Burrow. That's who I was thinking of. Joe Burrow. My goodness. Joe Burrow becomes the highest paid QB because he probably will when his time comes. It's going to be your Bomani Joneses and your Domonique Foxworths that's going to say the NFL is racist because Joe Burrow is now the highest paid QB in the league. This is what they're going to do, guys. And it's just sad. It is pathetic. But we always know it's always the next QB up when it comes to these contracts. But they hate you, man. These race hustlers from ESPN, they hate your guts because they feel the need to race bait every single second. And ESPN, man, they've been doing this for a very, very long time. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.